Before we get started, let me ask you a simple question. If somehow you could have your own personal ATM machine, and that ATM machine was wired into the largest flow of cash on the entire planet, and that ATM machine was designed to, on a regular basis, consistently pull pieces of profit from the daily transactions that went through that flow of cash, wouldn't you want to find out a little more about such a thing? Well, hopefully you'll learn that such a thing exists as we cover the rest of the details on tonight's webinar. So again, thank you for joining us. Please take a moment and look over the legal disclaimer. I'm required by law to at least read this first paragraph, which I'll do. Trading off exchange foreign currencies on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment, and therefore you should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Be aware of all risks associated with foreign exchange trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You were invited to this webinar by someone who thought highly of you, either because of your business and or your trading experience or your interest in what this is all about. And without question, this is a very, very exciting time for us here at Financial Halo, the parent of our organization of MyForex Halo, but more importantly for you, because we're currently in a private beta launch. And what does that mean? The attendees tonight, those that are participating here, are amongst just a handful of folks that know anything or have heard anything whatsoever about Financial Halo or MyForex Halo. The world really hasn't heard about this yet. And so welcome to a true first mover advantage. And what does that mean? Well, realistically, folks, we're not talking about a basement opportunity here. We're in a sub-basement strata. I mean, we've not even scratched the scratch. We're just getting started. So congratulations to you for being here and participating at the start of something bound to be huge on a global perspective. My name's Carlton Edwards. I'm your host of tonight's webinar. I'm the president of MyForex Halo, a division of Financial Halo. I've been trading as an active trader for years, traded quite a few different vehicles, but I've focused primarily on the Forex market since the early 2000s. I've developed numerous strategies that are highly successful, traveled around all over the world, teaching those strategies to others so they could be successful, profitable traders personally, in person, and also online. But ladies and gentlemen, this is not about me. We didn't come here to talk about me. We're here basically to talk and learn about money. And speaking of money, let's take a look at the strategy of the majority of folks. The strategy is folks simply trade their time for money with a job. They work for their money, but not quite the same strategy as wealthy people. They simply get their money working for them. So we've got a difference here in strategy, but realistically, the base difference is in philosophy. You see, wages will make you a good living, and some folks do really good with that. But here's the real kicker. It's profits that will make you a fortune. And speaking of profits, there's simply no better way to generate profits than to trade the foreign exchange markets, commonly known as Forex. As a matter of fact, it's the key for creating wealth faster than anything else. So let's take a look at this Forex marketplace today. You know, more and more people are discovering the unlimited potential here. Why? Because it is the largest capital market in the world. And because it's global, and because the globe turns, realistically, no matter what is produced, manufactured, delivered as a service or product, or consumed by any consumer, at the end of the day, transactions have to be settled in some form of cash. Believe it or not, the currency market, again, the largest capital market in the world, generates over $5 trillion a day. This is phenomenal. And just to get a perspective, here's a bit of a graph, not to scale, but on the left is the Forex market at a little over $5 trillion a day. If we were to combine three of the most popular stock exchanges, the New York Stock Exchange, Tokyo, and London, their daily revenues from their transactions are about $48.5 billion. That's a big number. Yet the Forex market is 100 times larger than the combined transactions on a daily basis of those three popular exchanges. Factually, it takes those three combined exchanges 5 months to equal what flows through the cash currency market in just one single day. Now, who's involved with currency trading? Well, since we're talking a global economy and transactions that need to be settled, well, of course, it's the banks, all the way from the central banks of various countries, international banks, national banks, regional banks, all the way down to your neighborhood bank. Also, financial institutions, the large insurance companies, anybody that's going to potentially pay out more money in the future. Large investment firms, including hedge funds, and of course large corporations, primarily the international, multinational corporations that are selling their products, manufacturing, producing all around the world. So trading in terms of currency is basically simple. A lot of folks have been trading currency without really knowing about it. Here's an example. Let's say we wanted to go to Japan. And on the way to the gate, we realized we're going to need some Japanese yen. So we walk by that currency exchange booth and trade off some of our US dollars for Japanese yen. We fly to Japan, go about our activities, whether it's business related or vacation, visitation, whatever it is. We have a great time and then fly back home. And on the way to ground transportation or baggage claim, once again, we walk by that currency exchange booth and swap the Japanese yen we still have back to US dollars. And that round trip, US to Japan, Japan back to the US, we've conducted 2 separate currency exchange trades. Basically, that's simple, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Forex has 3 distinct advantages: liquidity, leverage, and flexibility. With $5 trillion flowing through that cash market on a daily basis, it is the largest and the most liquid activity on the planet. There is no shortage of buyers or sellers, regardless of where the price may be. This is a major advantage because trades are executed in milliseconds. That's nearly instantaneously, unlike some of the other investment vehicles per se. You know, stocks, hard assets, gold and silver, those are purchased dollar for dollar, and typically they're held for the long term. But here's the problem at times. Let's say that the market is falling in any one of those areas, and we want to sell what we have. Problem may be nobody wants to buy. Everybody wants to sell. It's not liquid, and we just have to hold on tight. As the stock price drops, the gold or silver value declines. Not so in the currency market. Again, with over $5 trillion a day, there's no shortage of buyers or sellers anywhere, and it's just not a problem. The other advantage is leverage. What do I mean by that? Again, stocks, gold and silver, these are based on dollar-for-dollar purchases. When the value increases, it's on a dollar-to-dollar or one-to-one basis. Same when the value declines in those activities. There is simply no leverage. They're one-to-one returns. Real estate's slightly different. You may put a down payment, 10%, use the bank's money of 90%, well, there is a leverage factor, 10 to 1. That's a better deal using other people's money. In stocks, options, commodities, and futures, some of the more sophisticated investment vehicles, one can put in place open credit lines and actually purchase their leverage up and then enjoy leverage factors of 4 to 1 and at the highest roughly 18 or 20 to 1. But in the currency market, here in the United States, our leverage factor is, believe it or not, 50 to 1. That means for every dollar we have exposed in a currency trade, we're actually controlling $50 of the other currency. There's nothing like it. Liquidity is incredible, and that benefits us when it comes to compounding, which we'll take a look at shortly. The other distinct advantage is flexibility. Unlike Wall Street, where the employees clock in and clock out day in and day out, and the bell rings to start the trading day, and of course it rings to end the trading day, where that exchange is closed. The way that the foreign exchange market works is as the globe turns, the exchanges turn with it, and it is open 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week. So based on the liquidity, the leverage, and the flexibility, getting involved with Forex trading is scalable to the amount of money that we have to trade to begin with, and schedulable based on our own private lifestyle. So this makes currency trading not only attractive, but also affordable and acceptable to virtually anyone that wants to turn some money into a lot more money faster. So let's take a look at putting that leverage factor to work and the net end result from the power of compounding. We need some money, a rate of return, and some time. Well, let's take an example of $500. And this may seem a little strong, but if we could get a return of 5% per month and we add some time, in 2.5 years, that $500 would grow to an astounding an amount a little over $2,000. So let's take that same figure, the same rate of return, and let's double the time. A lot of folks would think, well, let's double the return, but not so, based on compounding. We turned that $500 in 5 years into a little over $9,000. And of course, Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. So again, let's just take that same amount, the same return, and double it again. In a 10-year period of time, we'll find that that $500 has grown to a little bit better than $170,000. That is just totally incredible. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not representing a guarantee or anything like that. This is just a mathematical model and an example of truly what could occur through putting leverage to work and the benefit of the power of compounding. It just gets down to money, rate of return, through time, and ladies and gentlemen, that gives us an incredible accelerated growth, and I think that's what a lot of people are really looking for. Now, how much capital is needed to start trading Forex? Well, again, with the liquidity and the leverage, it's pretty simple. You can make more money faster with Forex, and the more money you have, this is incredible, the more money you make faster. Sort of strange, but that is the way that it works. Now, most folks that are getting involved, it's recommended that you start with a trading account size of roughly $10,000. Now, some folks can't quite handle that, and truth be known, we can actually get involved for as little as only $400. Now, how about you? You see, we've shined a light on just a thumbnail sketch of what's happening behind the scenes here in the currency markets and learning how to trade Forex. But this may be new to a lot of you. What about all of the ins and outs and everything else and all of that? Well, here's a couple of ideas. You know, to drive your car from Los Angeles to Chicago, you really don't need to know how the actual hydraulic systems work or how the fuel injectors work. You just need to know where to put the gas in and the water and the oil, how to step on the gas and the brake and utilize those turn signals, and you'll go down the road. And here's the other one. You really do not need to know how a watch works to be able to tell time. Well, here's the good news. When it comes to trading currencies, when it comes to what we're talking about behind the scenes and what we're introducing, it's the same thing. You really don't need to know all of the mechanical, computer-driven algorithms and wiring on how our ATM machine is designed and plugged in. We just need to, in fact, plug it in, let it run, so that we can generate those consistent profits. So introducing the Forex Dynamic Auto Trader, or Forex DAT for short. Ladies and gentlemen, Forex DAT has leveled the playing field for anyone who wants to get involved with profiting from the power of Forex markets. Now, even novice traders can experience the power of trading Forex by employing the Forex DAT software. Industry experts said this could never be done, yet this gentleman, Joseph Nemeth, is proving them wrong. Now, I personally met Joseph way back in 2006 inside a corporate office from the trading house we're associated with, and I personally was involved with the initial beta test for this particular product. Now, Joseph himself has over 8 years of his life wrapped up in development of Forex DAT, with more than 50,000 man-hours of programming, technical analysis, demo testing, live testing, and experimentation. He's spent well over $16 million in total software development costs to date. And this product, the Forex DAT automated system, is capable of trading literally hundreds and hundreds of different combinations of trading setups and strategies. Without a doubt, this is simply the most sophisticated and the most complete, fully automated, standalone personal Forex trading software in the world. And it is designed, again, for the retail trader to consistently pull profits from that cash flow stream, not only from the comforts of their home, but wherever they may be in the world. It may sound a bit sophisticated, but harnessing today's technology allows us to take advantage of all of this. All we've got to do is get involved, get engaged in the overall learning process. Again, what is it? How do I plug it in? Get in and go. And we'll be able to allow the software to do what it's designed to do, generate consistent profits for our own personal long-term growth. And here's some fantastic news. For all you participants in tonight's webinar, we'll give you free access to be able to go behind the scenes, pull back those curtains, with your own eyes, see the overall results. There's a screenshot there of one of the aspects of the software itself, but you'll be able to go in and actually, for yourself, visibly verify, confirm from 6 separate strategies that are being traded around the clock, minute by minute, hour by hour, and this trades real time, real money, and you'll be able to verify and confirm the results totally for yourself and by yourself. So here's an example of some returns from 3 of those accounts that you'll have total access to. One's generated a little over 36%, which is roughly 4% per month. Another one's 12% per month, and another one's 6% per month. Again, I'm not stating that there's any guarantee, past performance doesn't equal the future, but again, you can verify this for yourself by simply registering. It takes a few minutes to do that. You fill out a form, and you'll have access to look behind the scenes. Here are the 6 basic strategies that are outlined on the website, what the account started with, how long they've been running, the type of strategy it is, whether it's moderate, mid-moderate, or high in terms of risk, that sort of a thing. Once you've registered, you'll get an email from support, and this covers all of your login details, including a username, which is another benefit extended to you. Not only can you register absolutely at no cost, you will get a personal replicated website with the username that you choose, again at no cost. So you can show your relatives, your friends, your neighbors what you're taking a look at and expose them to benefiting from this as well. Also on that email embedded is about a 16-minute video that will walk you through the step-by-step process of getting involved with this. Here is the agreement form that we fill out every time we go to log in. Over on the left is just a screenshot of the icon that's on our desktop. When we fill that form out, we type in capital letters, I agree, and click on the I accept and agree to all terms button, and this will take us to the front door. Here's where we log in, and the login parameters and password is supplied in that original email, so you don't have to hunt around for it or anything. You just enter the login and the password, and here we have the interface, the actual interior and the front door of the gold mine, so to speak. There are a lot of buttons. You can take a peek behind each one of them, and you can view, again, live accounts, 6 separate strategies, trading real time with real money. But let's quickly focus on the broker window there. Here's what this looks like. We can see the green tab up at the top that says we're connected. Over on the left, under quotes, these are various currency pairs that are available to trade. Under open positions, we do have an open trade going. But the key is right here under cash, right under the green tab, $138,000 and some change. This account started with $100,000. That means the return, and this one's a little bit less than a year, is a little over 38%. Not too bad. So there we go again. We can see read only, and this is the broker window live account, and this is available equity, which means we could pull all of that profit out today. Incredible. Not only that, here are the closed trades. From the closed trade window, we can go through these trade by trade if we care to and verify when the trade was opened, when it was closed. And if we look closely down here toward the left, this particular strategy in less than a year has made over 1,500 trades, and over here on the right, pulled already a little over $49,000 out of the market. This is just extreme. So we're so confident that once you see this powerful technology for yourself, you've gone through everything, you've kicked the tires, you've verified, yeah, this is what's going on, that you'll want to get a copy of the software for yourself so you can employ it and start profiting from your very own personal ATM machine. So what are we talking about here in terms of cost? A couple of ways to look at that. What's it going to cost me to get involved in the short room, as opposed to, well, what will it cost me in the long run if I don't get involved? To start with, there's no real risk because it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And the price of the license fee is a one-time $2,995. For those that can't quite squeeze that in their current budget, there's good news. We have in-house financing available. So for $595 down, monthly payments of $300 per month for 11 months, you can put this in place and start profiting today. So life will change, and it does change for folks once they're generating those profits from their ATM machine. You know, a lot of folks end up with a different bounce in their step, maybe new shoes, new clothes, a new car even. Your friends will notice something different, or maybe you'll feel so confident you'll start letting them in on the big secret. And how can you benefit from any of that? Well, we've got an incredible affiliate referral program available as well. And you earn commissions anywhere from $300 to $1,350. Actually, it's a little greater than that. There are 8 ranks of achievement as one advances through the process, should you care to develop a sales organization of your own. But here's something to consider. There's no cost to register. You get an additional replicated website, again, at no cost. Should you refer someone else that you know who goes to your site and they like what they see and they make a purchase, you yourself are in line to receive a sales commission of $300 minimum. That's free money, ladies and gentlemen. That's incredible for making a referral. But here is something that's quite exciting, and this has to do with the back-end piece. Let's take a look at the concept of retirement. I know a lot of folks really haven't done an awful lot, or they've not done what they really want to do in terms of the future for their overall retirement. For every sale that is made, $300 to $500 is credited to the overall Forex DAT Trading Club. Now that credit of $300 to $500 is not your money to withdraw. However, the profits are. So when a sale is made, you get paid cash up front, plus you get a credit in the Forex DAT Trading Club. The Forex DAT software trades that overall account, and we already looked at the power of compounding through time. And remember, $500 at 5% per month, one sale in 10 years could actually turn into a little over $170,000. Not too bad for no cost to become an affiliate, no cost for a website, referring it to friends and neighbors. Should one person make a purchase, that really could be worth something substantial in your future. There's really nothing to lose. So I suggest at this point you get back to the person that invited you to this webinar, get their link, their username, and get registered and start on your overall journey to finding out about this and taking advantage of it. Imagine the overall benefits here. You can take control of your own money and turn a little money into a lot more money, certainly a lot faster. You can create additional sources of income, not only by building upon your current asset base, but by making sales commissions. Not too bad. So no question, ForexStat will help anybody build and diversify their portfolio. With the product itself, one can trade virtually anywhere, anytime, no matter where they are. And again, on that back end, through compounding leverage, we get to share in the actual overall trading club profits. What an incredible activity that could really boost us on our way to achieving our own financial freedom faster. So here's some thumbnail highlights. The Forex exchange for foreign currency market, simply the largest cash machine in the world at over $5 trillion a day. There's certainly established need. I know of no one that doesn't want more cash. This activity, trading Forex, certainly fills that need. ForexStat is the only system of its kind. Again, fully automated, standalone, plug-and-play ATM machine. Now, we're not talking automated teller machine. We're talking automated trading machine. This is a true set-it-and-forget-it operation. And ladies and gentlemen, the timing to start benefiting could simply not be any better. So again, I invite you to act now. Get back with the person who invited you to the webinar, get their website address, and get registered. Make the decision to get involved with us today, because the decisions we make today will dictate the financial landscape we're traveling tomorrow. Now, if you're already in our program or you've just made a decision to get involved, let me be the first to congratulate you and welcome you to the MyForex Halo team. Additionally, the webinar you're on, there'll be another one tomorrow night and Friday, same time, same place, and it's the same login. And there's also one on Saturday, this Saturday at 12 noon Pacific time. I invite you to call all your friends and associates and get them on one of these future webinars. Additionally, our parent company, Financial Halo, has a blog. Go to financialhaloblog.com. You'll find all kinds of interesting information about the other financial services and products delivered overall under the umbrella of Financial Halo. Also, under Event and Replays, there are recorded webinars that were done this past weekend and just the other night. This is very exciting. So thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for taking the time to be with us tonight. Get with that person that invited you here. Get involved. Take advantage of the first mover advantage. And congratulations to each and every one of you for being here again at the start of something destined to be huge on a global basis. So thank you so much. Good night and good fortune.